think of introduction. The Seder Ayam is going to be, I'm going to do a quick introduction. The class will speak for a quick minute. Then our good Chaver, Harav Agoyin, Chaim, Polak will introduce. Our Nevar Dazra, Harav Agoyin, Aron Glick. The Zukt in Kiddush, every Shabbos and Yom Tov. And Rav Katz likes this idea. Zecher L'tzias Mitzrayim. Begadenkt, the Avodah Peirach in Mitzrayim. And the obvious question that comes up is why? Why? In yesterday's parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu spoke to Am Yisrael, the Bnei Yisrael. Leishamu al Moshe. Why? Havsiga harks to Moshe Rabbeinu. They didn't listen. They didn't hearken to Moses. Why? Because the ruach avodah kasha from the Shver Arbit. Ma'isa avis simin lebanim. The kaitz ruach and avodah kasha lav dafka meant they ignored Moshe Rabbeinu. They heard Moshe Rabbeinu. The time was taken and occupied with sorrows, aggravation, and problems. Ma'isa avis simin lebanim. Right now we have kaitz ruach and avodah kasha also today. And because of the dargas of Parnasa, the dargas of Shadichim, the dargas of everyday life. You know, Ramesha Feinstein, the guy Ramesha Feinstein, the Gadol Adar, was one time asked about smoking cigarettes. And he wasn't a big fan of smoking cigarettes. But he said the Americano have been nervous. Americans are nervous. And that's 60 years ago back when he said it. Nerves to recognize the fault and the flaws with American culture. I was talking to Rav Glick, and Rav Glick was telling me back in the 1950s, there's mother from Camp Morris, it was a beautiful conversation, but in those days, in the post-World War II days, which today marks the 75th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, the Torah Yidden won the war with big casualties. Ungevoren Kehillas and Rabbonim and Dayanim and Tamid HaChacham and Kinder. By the end of the day, to have a multi-height and discuss a Torah Dika Indian for Rosh Chodesh is the biggest nekama against the Germans Yamach Shemai. Even though the casualty of the damage to Yiddishkeit we can't fully undo. The Mekaitz Ruach V'Avodah Kasha is a problem today. And we have an Indian with Dardiki, with young people, a lack of Hadracha. We call them the OTD, off the Derech syndrome. Rabbanim don't know what to do with this Indian. Paskin don't know what to do with this Indian. Milamdim try to sweep it under the carpet sometimes. So Rav Glick, the Chashav Amar Dasra, decided to engage in the Indian. He'll discuss all of that and build an organization, Sharey Ezer. So one thing to help the parents how to cope and how to deal with this Indian. I will say we have one connection to this wonderful Bais Medrash, many connections. Every Bais Medrash is important. This shul was built, the Kamenitz, was Rav Chaim Gazovsky. His father, Rav Reuven Gazovsky, was, if not mistaken, one of the founders of the Igud HaRabbonim. In 1942, Shragofail Mendelovich, Uri Chaim Lifshitz, the same group built Torah Messiah. And I think it's befitting we're having the Sudul Zecha Nishmat, these Gedolei Yisrael. And the Gachlei Eish, Abaya Varava, these Gedolei Yisrael, that grace this world, we tragically lack. But as our Talmidim, we have to tackle the issue, Yiftach B'dorah, Kishmul B'dorah, have Mabrera. I'm going to call upon Rav Polak, our Presidium Chairman, Rabbi Class, wants to say a quick word. Rav Class, please. Yeah.